Welcome back to 3 Star War Strategy. Your host, Name of the Lord, here with our most recent war recap, and she was a dud. This one is one to forget for sure, and I think I speak for most people in the clan, if not all, but we were pathetic. Top to bottom, didn't even use all of our attacks. So, very disappointing. This won't continue. If it does, I don't know how much longer Do will last. That said, um, we're already rebounding. This next war has been very solid um, out of the gate, which is awesome stuff. Few replays to show, though. Some bright spots. Jedi, as I like to call him. He's kind of newer, been struggling a little bit, but he does. I think now that I think it takes time when you get into a war clan and you've never been in one before to kind of settle down. And I think he really showed that in this attack. This La Lune was right on the money. Not afraid to use 2 spells here at the beginning to get what is needed to get started. Some fear using the 2 spells. They will only get 2 left for their La Lune with the weaker defenses. Not an issue. Dropped in the first Hound. I think he was aiming to get this second one here, but it works out fine as it just bursts. That first one just bursts. Actually, she doesn't. She makes it all the way over here, and he's got 3 over here now. But great timing with his rage spells. He only has 2, so uses the first here to get the loons here, and the second to pull them over and push them out. So very nice. Sending that last hound in. 4 hounds, 3 defense, 3 air defenses. Weaker air defenses that forces him to have hounds at the end here. But as you can see, this base is pretty much wrecked already. And it went down fast after the kill squad was done. So decent pathing, great placement on spells. So good job, Jedi. Keep it up. Keep that ball rolling. Everybody else at Do needs to get the ball rolling as well, obviously. Hey, me included. 2 2-star attacks by me last war. So I live in a glass house. It's not all me. I mean, it's not everybody else. I'm in that boat as well. I will be doing a video very soon on my second attack, just to talk a little bit about the AQ walk. This next attack we're going to do is going to be crazy, and he does something absolutely crazy. Stoned with 2020 heroes. I don't know what he was expecting to get with his kill squad. Obviously, when you push 3 golems, you're expecting quite a bit. I've never used 3 golems except to do like a go wee wee. So this is pretty close to a go wee wee minus the witches, because he uses quite a few troops up here in the front, minus 16 hogs for the back. But going to work, doing a great job keeping those wizards up. Brings in a couple jump spells just to put everything through. And take out the CC troops. Still has 2 heals for the back end. He's going to drop in hogs. But look at what he's going to get out of this stoned 2020 heroes. A little over half of the base. And then he's going to drop in the hogs here. 1 finger stream. I haven't quite mastered the patience of the strategical hogs. I'm still working with it. I have lots of good tips for many people, but it's one thing to understand it or give tips. It's another thing to be able to do it. So he is one streaming, and what I'm getting at is I'm not a fan of the one or two stream hogs anymore. They move too slow. You lose too many to spring traps. Um, they run into bombs. You have to use your heals. You can run short on heals. It just seems to not be as efficient or as effective as what I've seen. But this one only had this much of the base really to take out, so it worked just fine. 16 hogs pathing through that little bit. Knew the double giant bombs were out, so crazy job, crazy. Keep up the good work. Good to see him getting back into it. And then BJ here. This was a solid attack. He's going to do a lure. Dragon's going to come out. Um, Dragons. You ever have complications with dragons, or you fear taking out the dragons? Maybe you don't have a queen, such as this dude here. BJ's coming without a queen, but he brings the two witches, and I'm telling you, man, witches will throw that dragon into the most confused, fire breathing he can possibly do, where he does not even take out a single troop except for the skellies. So, solid job there. Love that strat. That's old school, but old school is good when people are accommodating to the newer spells as they should be with the higher HP troops. But bringing the kill squad in, one level 5 golem, basically just to get to that queen, drops that jump, allows both of those troops, the golem, the witches, the king, everything in there. And then he knows it's taken care of, and he goes ahead and drops his strategical placement. One thing to note about the strategical placement is he is about to drop, I believe, a giant right here, and I've seen this a few times now, but the purpose of the giant is to take the hits from the DPS in the area, but there's only one in the area. If that giant is dropped maybe here, I don't know where it would go. It'd probably go down here, so that might not work already. The point is you want your giant to be taking hits from 2 to 3 DPS units, minimum of 2 in my opinion. Otherwise it's just not worth the DPS or the space of the giant coming in here just to tank for the one defense. Did the same thing up here. I don't think there was only one defense firing at it from up here. So keep that in mind. Obviously nitpicking with a 3-star attack, but that is the goal of the, and you can see this archer is firing on him, so that's not bad, but I've seen it a few times. So just keep that in mind with your surgical placements of your giants. You want them to be taking hits for your hogs. Obviously they're going to go down quick, but you get those giants in right behind them, and that will help out your hogs hugely, allowing them to stay up. Good placement there on the poison, getting rid of all those skellies and kind of nicking that king just a hair. King goes down quite quickly after that, and just allows for a lot of skeletons to be up here. I'm sorry, a lot of hogs to be left up here to finish with the cleanup. So great job, Mr. BJ. Keep it up. And that's going to be it. Obviously, few bright spots in a very unpleasant war. Hope to see better stuff next war. As I said, we're already seeing it. So let's get after it, boys that do. And God bless everyone watching.